Hey everybody, just give you an update on what's going on here in the shop. This is the Stearman, and we have pretty much got all the mechanicals off of the old frame that was broken. Need the firewall and the wiring, and the tail wheel, trying to assembly. That's about it that's left for this frame. It was traded out because these cabane struts were broken during a mishap with it, an incident. This one's bent, the other two are broken off, so just have the wiring left to go on it. It's on a jig right now to move it around. And firewall, fuel shutoff valve right in there, that red thing right here, and the wiring through that piece of conduit right there, which looks like part of the frame tubing intentionally, just to conceal the wiring. Going back with this electrical conduit. Like I said, the only thing left is the basically mechanical, is the tail wheel. There's the other frame, have a turtleneck on it. Most of the fittings, cabling, cleaned all that up for the rear surface controls. Located them by their location points on the screws, which are in the frame, and which are, this little screw hole right here tells you where to put that bracket for the rudder. And this one's got a screw in it right there, same thing, just tells you where to locate that bracket. And for the pulley that goes on it, the a lot of the mechanicals are on it. The panel just got set for it. The rear cockpit, solo from here panel, throttle quadrants, everything's located, everything works fine. Throttle, mixture, trim tab right here, and I'll go around and show you from the other side. Fuel shut off. Just a lot of cool old stuff in this old World War II trainer. There's a side view of it on the port side with the rudders right here, assembly, the lock tabs, the brakes up front. Some of the plumbing's in it, has some additional plumbing which it didn't come with. There's the carb heat control, and back of the pilot instructor would ride up front during the training of these. I'll go around the other side, show you, give you a different perspective on it. That is the landing gear that's going on it. That doesn't go on it till we get the stringers and stuff on it. There's the front cockpit panel, missing a gauge, but it's laying up there on makeshift table, which is a broken wing with 2 spars. So there's the upper wings for it. Center section is going to need some work on it. Broke aileron. It's actually bent, not broke. Wall art. And there's the stringers, which go on the side to form the canvas that goes on it. It's got some broke stuff, bent and broke right up there. It's going to have to be repaired and riveted into place once you get that. And also that's a wing without the canvas on it. So that's what it looks like without. It's all wood and spars. Got, you know, metal supports and stuff in it, but that's what it looks like. Over there, some more of it. The horizontal and elevators and the other wing, lower wing. So got to do a little plumbing back here. And we'll be transferring the wiring, which is pretty much this rat's nest. Have to sort this out. Get all that sorted out and tidied up when it makes the move from there to that location there. Get all that sorted out, and then take that piece of conduit and attach it like these fittings right here. It'll go on this new frame. Actually, this 80-year-old new frame, reconditioned frame. Firewall, that'll all come off in one piece. Once I get this wiring, which are for the forward engine controls, through the firewall right there, then all this will come off in one piece. So, moving around to the other side, I'm not really sure where I left off on that last update. I'm pretty sure I didn't have the toe boards in, so they're in, all mounted. Just trying to do some prep work before we get to putting the stringers on up there. Focus, focus. And then they get bolted on with these brackets onto the side. And once I'm trying to get a lot of prep work done before that, maybe get the seats back in it so it won't be so hard working around all that metal attached to the side right here. So there's a comparison of the two. Oh, here's the other side. Like I promised I'd show you. The throttle quadrants, trim tab, the gust lock, fuel on off. This here is a primer for the rear cockpit, which is an addition, but that's what the World War II students were looking at right there when they were learning how to fly. That was the bombers and the fighters. So this is the first one that they, after 10 hours of instruction, they had to solo or wash out. Instructor rode up here. I got the seats over here to go into it, and a pile of tools. There are another set of stringers, and that's just like a filleted fish, but that's actually the canvas that goes on the side. So you start doing a restoration project, you wind up with a lot of extra parts. That's what we have here. Just cut it off the top. I'm gonna cut it in half, give them to my first two grandsons. And then once the stringers go on, it'll get covered and painted and look just like that again. The seats, bomber seats is what they call them on eBay and all the stuff. Are right there, get mounted in it. That'll be going in next with the seat rails and the controls for it. There's cushions for it. So be putting those in there pretty soon. And just moving on from there. So just trying to give you an update of all the going on. Started flying my baby here. Again, it went through another annual, so it's good to go. And let me see. So take the other panel, clean it up, put it on that rail, do the interconnections between them for the linkage. The wiring over there is going here. Land all the destination points on it. Be easier to do and to make those points of destination when the panels are in it, where all the electric goes, except for the forward controls for the engine and engine B1. Last things, well, maybe not the last thing, but so what happens now is finish up all this, so which is the panel, the wiring, the mechanicals, tidy up all that. Put the stringers on it, then go back on the rotisserie, which is right back there. Put it back on the rotisserie, get it up, and then put the canvas, rewrap it again.